And as this room fill up, be sure, and I mean just that, be sure to hit that like button. Sharing is caring, ladies and gentlemen. Come on with it. Mama said that there will be days, literally, just like this. Come on. Yep.
Run from it.
Destiny. All the same, but now it's here. I am. 5, 4, 3, 2. Something we all adore, something worth dying for. There's nothing but pain. We're stuck in this game, searching for fortune and fame. Come on with it. Put a 1 in the chat if the audio is straight. No San Trans audio here, baby. Come on with it. 5, 3, 2, and 1. Riggs, it's riggery, baby. Ain't no party like a cowboy party. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Appreciate everybody for rocking and tuning in to the nation. Without hesitations, no deviations to the matter. If you can, hit that like button, share this content, let that friend, that neighbor know where to go when it's time to tune in to Cowboys Sports Talk and beyond. That's including the ice wall. So if you've been hiding this offseason as it relates to the Cowboys, I got something that can get you out of hiding spots. There's no hide and seek here. This is 1,000% true that we facing some troubling news with my guy, Donovan Ezuraku. I'm not going to put breaking news out there, but it's news. He got arrested yesterday. And one of the things that I want people to know, the days of the officials taking care of the Cowboys are over with. The days of the city taking care of football professional players over with. It's one of those things whereas what's good for the goose is good for the gander, right? And the bigger the name, the bigger the fame, and the bigger the name or the bigger the money that you may have, the bigger the target you will be. It's no more saying, hey, man, I get pulled over. And it's one of those things where you can lament the fact that say, hey, I play for the Cowboys. I'm new to the area. Don't really know the terrain and these sorts of things. But it states here, Forever Football. Shout out to them. Kudos and credence for them for having this information. I had news of it about 2 hours ago. Didn't really want to touch on it, but now everybody got it, so I might as well talk about it. All right, so it says, breaking news, Cowboys defensive edge Donovan Ezuraku was arrested and booked for reckless driving in Collin County. Now, for those who are in this area that's from Texas, you should know Collin County don't play. Let me say this again. Collin County do not play. So he was bonded out for $500, but we know how this goes. The trickling down of the culture, trickling downs of the conversations and beyond of is he really focused and all of these things. And I already know how this can go. But reckless driving is a situation and scenario that we all do it. Don't tell me that you guys don't do it. And this is not me trying to put any cover over it, right? Even though Donovan Ezaraku, we can talk about the glowing things that he was able to do this season as a rookie. Of course, he was close but no cigar guy. He generated a lot of pressures. Didn't get a lot of sacks, but he generated a lot of pressure. Long, lengthy guy who's basically one of those guys that, don't play around and play no. Now, if he was Southside, if he was in Arlington and them, then maybe maybe he could call me and say, hey, Law, you know what I'm saying? or if he's down in the southern sides of things, man, shout out to Oak Cliff and all of these boys, Duncanville, Cedar Hill. To a degree, I'm not saying that you get a free pass, but what I'm saying is that Collin County do not play. And this could be a situation and scenario that the Cowboys, Jerry done already cover up some things, because reckless driving normally comes with additional situations. But thank God it's only reckless driving. Hope all is well. He didn't hit anyone. We're not hearing reports that he was under the influence of anything. Just reckless driving. And I hate driving through Allen. Yes, we had a guy, the Monte KZ. And some of these roads around here, Cowboys land, shoot. Some of these roads around here, boy, it will have you going down the wrong road at the wrong time, right? Or the wrong way at the wrong time too. So he'll be all right, ladies and gentlemen. But we got to deal with this, because this will be the drama for your mama, because you can get arrested elsewhere, right? And it'll be just a blimp on the tabloids. But if you get arrested and you play with the Cowboys, with the silver and blue and the star on the side of the helmet, you just got to prepare yourself to go through some scrutiny, right? So we're going to see. And for those who need to know, yes, Donovan Ezaraku was with us when we pretty much handed out and fed over 800 folks this past Thanksgiving with the Osa Adigi Azua Foundation. So I just want to put the positive out there. We're going to mix in the negative, but we're going to put it all together basically. And he's a good guy, good kid. Now, the last game of the season, that was questionable too, by him ripping the helmet off of the other player. And I know he got fine money for that one. So Donovan, and I ain't talking about Wilson, I'm talking about Ezaraku. We need to figure out ways where we can get you all secured, man, so you won't get hit up with anything else. And this is a blessing in disguise, because sometimes your pitfalls can get in the way. But it can be an eye-opener so that you won't revisit those type of things. And you will say to yourself, man, I can be touched too. Yeah. So those are things that we have to understand, even with the Cowboys in general, is that when you start to think about these type of small things that can happen. Let me pull up something right quick. Hold on. I thought I had it right here. Let me see. Pull it up right here. Here we go. Come on, Donovan, pull on up. Okay, here we go. Let me see how much he been fined. Yeah. I got it right here. According to information, that last game of the season, that face mask, and he ain't made the money yet. He's a second round draft pick. You know, the agents and all of them people, they all let him. But that fine that he had for the face mask, ripping the helmet off, was $10K. That's $10,000, you know. And that could be something that we can all go over in these sorts of things. Law got me believing in Ezaraku. Come on, Gut Bomber. Y'all still need to believe in Ezaraku. Come on, man. Remember, it was Matt Eberflus, not Ezaraku, that have been terrible on this situation. You know what I'm saying? Law need to put up a banner for these late people. Yeah. Shout out to all of y'all, man. Thank everybody, man, for rocking and tuning in. Yeah, he got a fully guaranteed contract. I looked at it. He make more money than all of us right now, unless y'all make a little bit over $4.8 million. He got some money. So, But neither here nor there, not to talk about the man pocket change. I just wanted to say that so we can get things moving and grooving. But this is some troubling news, how it going to go around the news as it relates to that. But I just want to be able to tell y'all that Donovan Ezaraku was arrested. All is well. We are not hearing that any news as it relates to his arrest, that things are not up to par with citizenships and all of this stuff. They're not going to send him off. It's not an ICE situation. But I'm just saying, he is from the United States of America, so he ain't getting shipped off anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. But with that news being cycling through, of course, with the last game of the season, with the face mask and stuff like that, let's not paint this kid with a negative brush, even though, it's one of those things that is bad to have or bad to see with the Cowboys. And it's bad to see altogether when you start talking about these type of things. And, of course, I know he's more than 220 pounds. That's just for what's on his driver license or what have you, because his playing walk-around weight is like 240-ish. But neither here nor there. Donovan Ezaraku is okay. All is well. Cowboys Nation. All right, so before we move on to another topic matter here, look, just put your prayers together for the young kid. Never know what's going on in the mental mind space, and we hope all is well, and he will get back on his 2 feet, and he will be ready for mini camp and training camp, and we're going to make sure he's in his best tip-top shape and everything else. This will be a lesson and a blessing in disguise altogether, Cowboy Nation. So, by the way, I just want to know y'all input and your feedback on this. On a scale of 1 to 10, how pleased are y'all with Donovan Ezaraku? And how in the world, what is his name? I'm going to get AI Tisha to say that. Wait a minute. I never knew they put that man's whole government name out there. Man, good Lord. Put on a scale of 1 to 10. I know how it goes. Cowboys Nation. I know how this can all go. I know how this can go all together when we start talking about these type of things and getting things moving and grooving. But, it is for what it is. Let's get ready for all of this. Shout out to Donovan Ezaraku, though. Put it down in the chat how y'all feel about all of this. How y'all feel about all of this. Don't throw the baby out with the bathwater type of conversation, too, by the way. Let me see if I can pull this up. Bear with me right quick. It's only going to take a few seconds here. Let me load up AI Tisha. Cowboys Nation. We also, while I'm doing that, we're also going to speak upon the information as it relates to the new defensive coordinators that we're attempting to hire. But let's let the AI speak on that. Hey, slow that down, lady. Shoot. Man, that sounds like a dish, don't it? That's how you say his name, I guess. But, man, that's how you say his name. So, shout out to Donovan Ezaraku. We hope all is well with him and getting things moving and grooving into the right directions. Can y'all say that? Can y'all say that 12 times real quickly? Jeez. No doubt. AI T-shirt, one more time for your mind. Can you say that one more time? Lord, have mercy. That's Donovan. And I thought that I had trouble in saying the last name. Boy. All right, so we hope all is well. 7 out of 8, that's good. He led all rookies with most pressures. He got potentials for sure. Yes, indeed. But shout out to everybody, man, that's tuning in and being part of it. Let me copy paste this and put that in the chat for everybody to see. Put this in the chat. Give me 1 second here. Give me 1 second as I build the plane as we fly. Yeah, man. Man, hey, Marv, if MJ is in here, I'll give him $20 if he can say that name, man. If he can call in, I get that brother $20, man. Oh, my goodness, man. That's that kid's name. All right, so with that being said, most of y'all are speaking glowingly of him. I know a third of us can say to ourselves, man, we've been there before. We've been down that road before. He got locked up, but he's out. He out on bail, you know. Ain't mad at him.
I ain't mad at you.
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 We was once two brothers of the same kind. All right, so with that other news that we want to talk about too, by the way, will be the fact that the Cowboys did circle back far as the news that's uncovering here, that they did interview Aaron Whitecotton. He will be interviewed for the vacancy of the defensive coordinator job and spot and duty. Do me a huge favor before we go a little bit further down the stretch. If you are other platforms, hit that like button. Sharing is caring. And show some love. Give me some hearts and all of this stuff. On a scale of 1 to 10, where are you guys with Aaron Whitecotton? Would you like for him to be your DC? Do you think that he can give you some of the things that Robert Saleh brought to the table? Granted, our D-line, for your mind, it wasn't like they were spectacular this season, but for hopes and everything, how do you guys see or foresee this guy right here? Aaron Whitecotton. Okay, we got Nigel. Appreciate you for the 5. AJ, shout out to you, coach. Shout out to you, coach. He says 3. Boy, Gary, not with the T though. Shout out to Gary with the T. But you is Gary Thompson though. Gary says a 2. You gotta says nope. Yeah, his contract. Oh, you talking about Gut Bummer. Yeah. Donovan Easy, he's good, man. Nobody get kicked off the team for a misdemeanor. No thank. Al Harris, I want something new. Sean Thomas, shout out to all of the Thomases out there. Ain't nothing like a new one, huh? All right, so with that being said, let's move it on a little bit further then. With that being said, moving on with him. The Cowboys also brought in Zach Orr. Orr is a Texas native, went to DeSoto High, what have you, and he's an alum for UNT. Shout out to him. He's a Texas native. Now, most people, when we put this information out there that Zach Orr will be interviewing for the job or what have you, everybody pointed out to the Ravens defense, and they said, man, this year the Ravens defense was atrocious. Wasn't as bad as the Cowboys, but they were just as bad. And if I pull up the machine here and type in PFF, and let me see if I can watch Zeke pull up. Zeke! All right, and I'll type in Ravens, all right, and we type that in. We look at this right here, and we look at the defense. Man, we're in the playoff with this defense. We're in the playoff with the 15th ranked defense, by the way. But there's a lot of people who looks at this and say, you know what? I'm definitely not going to play around with this guy. Now, here's the other thing. Now, I know a lot of people going to make the Rooney Rule jokes and all of that. And they already, what's the Rooney Rule? You got to have at least 1 or 2. Because they already have the third minority guy that's going to be interviewed or what have you. But it is for what it is. How do you guys look at the Ravens D was bad last year? Were they better than ours, though? Shoot. And I'm not campaigning and spitting things out for Orr. I don't know him from a can of paint. I just know he's a Texas native. You know, I'm just saying. Law Nation, would you like to get a tight end Pitts on our team? He's a free agent. And a cocaine, Bobby, and Whitney heartbeat. Ooh, did I say that out loud? Oops. Oh, my God, boy. There go a third of my sponsors there.
Let me crack your cranium and fertilize your brain.
Yeah. I don't know. Give me Raheem Morris. Radio Raheem, baby. That Nakwin qualifies for the Rooney Rule. Well, I think we didn't hit our quota on the Rooney Rule. But let me tell you this. Let me go back to this other other situation. Because Zach Orr, he's a linebacker type of guy. One of our impediments last season was linebacker play. There could be a situation that the Cowboys are looking at this just like they did before. I'm old enough to remember that some of the people were interviewed before Dan Quinn got here. Who's old enough to remember Joe Witt Jr. was interviewed before Dan Quinn? And he had a reigning endorsement with, I want to say, Charles Woodson. I reshared that. And this was like in 2021, the off season. They interviewed Joe Witt Jr., they interviewed a few other candidates. And then when it's all said and done, they circled back, and the guys that they interviewed, they brought them in under their staff. Now I'm hearing that the Cowboys already made their selections, but they're just doing their due diligence to cross the T's and dot the I's. I just can't say the name right now. So all I can say is, Cowboys, don't play around. Let these interviews be genuine. Let these interviews be real and authentic. Don't play around and say, oh, this is the one I really want, and then you touring around and playing around with your food. Just don't do us like that. Let's get some Jim Schwartz. I feel you, Banks. That will be good. That will be a plus for us to see Jim Schwartz here. He's my go-to guy. The Cowboys also interview or about to interview this guy, who's all I can remember by doing Super Friends and everything and listening in to some content creators on the Eagles side. They didn't really like Jonathan Gannon. And to me, I want some flavor, man. You know, I'm not trying to get no unseasoned chicken meat over here. And I'm just saying, I don't think that he bring that to the table. But it states here that the former Arizona Cardinals head coach Jonathan Gannon, for defensive coordinator vacancy. Gannon previously served as the Eagles defensive coordinator, who helped them lead to the Philadelphia Eagles' second Super Bowl, right? He is known for his own heavy, disguise-based defense scheme and strong emphasis on versatility and communications on the back end. So, are you guys in favor? Wow, they got this. Wow, what's going on here? They got that brother, and he do look like, oh boy, Jonathan Gannon there on that picture. Are you guys in favor of Jonathan Gannon? Appreciate everybody for tuning in and being parts of this conversation here. Yeah, Pittsburgh is smacking folks right now. I forgot the game is on right now. It's 8:20. Oh, Lord. I'm behind the A-ball. What's the score, by the way? Let me pull that up. I forgot the daggone game on. Hold on. Let's see what's going on. Okay. 7-3. Just get old Aaron Rodgers out of there. I still can't stand Aaron Rodgers, man. Aaron Rodgers, one of those guys that got that punchable face, looking like a Catch the Predator with that long snozzle nose. I can't stand Aaron Rodgers, boy. But oops, did I say that out loud? Boy, there go another third of my sponsors right there, man. God dog. Oh my gosh. 7-3 Pitts. Okay. 7-3. Pittsburgh's behind. Okay, 7-3 Texans with the lead. Shout out to Texas. Somebody in Texas got to win. Gannon is terrible. Stroud fumbled though. Okay, I had to go see that. Gannon only won 15 games in 3 years with the Cardinals. I don't want him. I feel you. Stroud keep fumbling the ball. Look, it's a blessing, man, when you can throw 2 picks or you can fumble the ball and still win the game. It's a blessing when your defense can get you going. Yeah. Defense can keep you afloat. No Brian Flores. Nope. My guy, Boss Cowboys Sports, did some research, and this is his research. And let me just put out what he said to this point, and let me see if I can let AI Tisha and them call this out. But this is what Boss Cowboys Sports said, and we're going to kick back open some conversations and some dialogue with him. Nigel said, you always want to punch somebody. Yeah, I'm a mean guy, man. Hey, AI teacher, read what Boss Cowboy Sports had to say.
Why is Durante Jones the most qualified interview so far? Unlike Vance Joseph or Jim Leonhard, Durante Jones has recent, hands-on experience game planning against quarterbacks like Brock Purdy, C.J. Stroud, Dak Prescott. As a defensive backs coach and later a defensive pass game coordinator, Jones has been directly involved in coverage design, disguise concepts, matchup planning, and in-game adjustments against today's spread offenses and QB-friendly systems. That's real NFL experience against the league's current tier of quarterbacks, not just theory or past resumes.
Hey, come on with it.
That matters. HT at Boss Cowboy Sports.
Yeah, hat tip to Boss Cowboy Sports for this find. All right. Now I'm finna play this audio. But I want to know how y'all feel about Durante, and will the Cowboys hire a brother named Durante Jones? Now, if Jerry Jones, look, right here to the man, I'm going to lose it. If Jerry Jones fool around and there's some doggone breaking news about Cowboys hiring Durante Jones, and in the opening presser, Jerry Jones says, yes, what's good, my brother from another mother.
What's your point? I'm
going to lose my mind, Jerry. Jerry, I'm going to lose my mind. Jerry, if you say my brother from another mother, I'm going to lose my mind, man. You know what I'm saying? Shoot. But let's listen to this right quick. Hold on. Yeah.
Estimate to this defense that you guys have is there have been a number of quarterbacks this year who have come out after games. I think of C.J. Stroud and Brock Purdy, who have said, I've never seen anything like that defense before. And that's a big testament to what you guys have done. And I give a lot of credit to Flo as well, because he was in that New England system for so many years, became a head coach. But ever since then, now he's been in Pittsburgh, has been now in Minnesota, and has seen a different side of things.
Clarence Hill deal with us Cowboys. What were they doing defensively? Just keep the lid on it and keep frustrate your offense.
Yeah, the zero that we talked about just throughout the week gave it to us a bunch. We didn't have a good enough answer, and when you don't have a good enough answer for that, especially against Flores, you're going to see it again and again. And yeah, that's what happened. They did a great job of the back end, right, playing with vision. So it made it tough to get to the beaters. Normal zero beaters when they're playing man, looking at the man, but they're looking at the quarterback. And so, they're going to rally when you throw it underneath, and you don't have time to get it past them. And they did a good job. They kept it on us, and we didn't adjust fast enough or come up with something good enough to scare them out of it. And we saw it the whole game.
No doubt. And this is Schottenheimer on Durante and Neal.
To the DLLS Cowboys, you talk about protecting Dak. Did they do with the blitzes? Did they do things that surprised you? That they weren't on tape, or what was the issue with that?
No, it was just they did a really good job, Clarence, of kind of showing down, and we put ourselves in third and long. I think we had 7 of our 16 third and fourth downs were 7 or more, which allows them to do more disguising. And I just think that they kind of mixed it up, and we thought it was 0 on a couple times, and it was, and we thought it was 0 on a couple times, and it wasn't. And at the end of the day, I just think our execution was off, and I think I didn't do a great job adjusting, and that comes on me. And having looked at it this morning, we've got some really good answers that we feel good about, but it certainly doesn't help us get that game back, and so I have to own that from my seat.
I think
No doubt.
Oh, look at my African American over here.
Damn. Yes, it did. That's Durante and Neal, man. The other side of the Joneses, man. So all I can say is if that ever happened, if that's the situation and scenario that the Cowboys hired Durante Jones as their defensive coordinator, then that's going to be a different type of story. A different type of story of how we can go over this and have conversations collectively about this. But one thing I can say is that we hope all is well with everyone, man. If y'all enjoying this stream right now, put a 4 in the chat, and let's see what we can get going from here. It's all over the news everywhere about Donovan Ezeraku being arrested, by the way. Everywhere I go, I'm saying Donovan Ezeraku. But my guy, Boss Cowboy Sports, man, also double backed and said, Sebastian states Jim Leonhard, because that's how the AI teacher said it, is 10 times better than defensive coordinator candidate for Dallas than Morris. So Boss comes back with, you see what hyping Jim did. It blamed local Dallas media for that, for these people logically speaking. Now, I like Jim Leonhard or Leonard, however you want to call him. I do like him. I'm not saying that, he will be a better candidate than all of these guys because he never did it before. He never did it before. But to be fair, we tired of retreads. Boss, somebody tell Boss, man, we tired of retreads now. We flat out tired of retreads. Let us finally get that new broom. I know a new broom can sweep the floor good, and that old broom can get those corners. But if you are tired of retreads, put a 1 in the chat. And I like my guy Boss Cowboys Sports opinion on this, and I can't wait to read these comments because I know that they're going to give him some heat. So that's why I reshared it for him. Let me know if y'all tired of them retreads. Put a 1 in the chat if you're tired of retreads. And if you want some new, put a 9 in the chat, because when I held that 9, all I can see was my mama's eyes. Come on, man. Let me see some 9s in there. Or if y'all tired of some retreads, put 1 in there. Let me see. Oh my gosh, man. Boy, I'm seeing a lot of 1s. Y'all tired of it. Y'all want to see something new. Oh, no. I forgot. Put a 9 in the chat. My bad. Well, don't put 9. Put a 5 in the chat if you want to retread, though. Like a Jim Schwartz. Like a Morris. That could be a 5, so I can see where y'all at. I'm gonna see if I see a 5 up in here. And I get it, man. If I can get somebody a 4.5. It's time for new talent to take over. Here's another thing too. Oh, Boss is live right now. Let me see what. Well, maybe I can. We live at the same time, but 1 and 9. So Johnny says, "Give me the retread." Let me hit that one more time. Nah, he just said, "Let me hit it." Biggie, let me one more chance. Okay, my bad, my terrible singing. All right, no, thank you. No more hand downs. Okay, no more hand down. So, did Jerry ever hire a non-retread? Jason Garrett was the only one, right? Shotty. These are head coaches, right? Everybody else defensive coordinators. Oh my God, everybody else been Riggs. Can't take this no more, Riggs. I just realized too, by the way, that we also let me see how my guy Cowboys reports. See how they respond to this news.
Donovan Ezeraku arrested for reckless driving yesterday in Texas. I guess as far as arrests go, it could be a lot worse, but also you broke the number 1 rule, Donovan. Don't be a dumbass. Don't drive recklessly. Not that hard to avoid. Come on, man. What are you doing out here? Don't do silly things that get yourself in trouble with the law, stuff that is easily avoidable. So extremely disappointing there for Donovan Ezeraku. I wouldn't assume there's any NFL discipline, suspension. There's a fine. There'll be a fine from the state of Texas as well. But that's the news of the evening. Ezeraku arrested for reckless driving.
Shout out to my guy, my homie Tom Downey, man. So that's how he reported it. The number 1 rule is that don't be a dumbass, I guess, and I respect that. You got to be cautious out here. But the only thing is we don't know what constitute reckless driving though in Texas. If you look, I'm gonna tell y'all, if you driving the speed limit in Texas, you're going to get ran off the road. I'm telling y'all, If you driving the speed limit in Texas, you going to get ran off the road. If you on 35, if you on the tollway and it says 65 or 70, you better move the way. I'm tired of them slow drivers over here. Yeah. If you on 75 and you going the speed limit, man, get out the way, man. Move. Get out the way. If you on 20 and you going the speed limit, get out the way. Let me know if I'm lying, man. If you new to Texas, I'm telling you, excessive speeding is reckless driving. Facts, yeah. You got to get out the way. You got to get. So that's just how it is. And sometimes, I like to press on that boy. I press on that gas, boy. But at the end of the day, in Collin County, you might want to drive that speed limit though. So that's a rookie mistake in driving in Texas. True story. When it was time for me to renew my license in Dallas, they got the driver license places. I forgot what y'all call them. The driver license places. What they call them? The DMV. That mug line longer than Jay Leno's chin and Shaq feet combined. I had to drive all the way to Backdoor, Texas, somewhere in the country areas, just to go get my license renewed. I was just asking, hey man, can I go back to Mississippi to get mine? But Texas is overly crowded. DMV, yeah, DMV. Yes, indeed. So y'all bear with me. I normally not live around this time. All right, Swayze with the super chat, first super chat of the night. Don't let them be alone now. Don't let them be alone. Come on.
Take the money out, all of it. Come on. You're wasting my time now. Come on.
I don't know why I just got froze up on DMV. I'm just thinking of my guy DMV George for some reason. NFC will be very competitive next season. Yeah, you ain't lying. I need to see some contract restructured in the next couple of seasons. We're going to need some dogs. And you mentioned that word dogs. Yeah. Hey, down, boy, down. These dogs out here. Somebody said D's from the account. Yeah, I do my stuff online. For some reason, since it was up for my renewal, and I had a Dallas driver's license, but I wasn't in their new system because I came from Mississippi, and they said you have to come in person. And everywhere where I tried to get my driver license renewed at, on their little kiosks, they was like saying, well, the next due date ain't until 2026 June sometime. So I said, man, well, hell, what if I get pulled over or something? They said, well, that's on you. Ignorance of the law is not permissible and all of this stuff. So I was sitting there like, okay, where do I need to go? And they had some place way in East Texas, way down in the woods, man. And of course I went there, and then somebody was like, I know you James Harden. I'm like, nah, I ain't no James Harden. But neither here nor there, man. Shout out to James Harden. Let's get to it. We're gonna talk more about these defensive coordinators and their situations and all of this stuff about what needs to be done and what should be done.
Cowboys did interview Aaron Whitecotton, Morning News. Why would you be interested for a guy that was part of such a crappy defense, right? We've talked about that. They say he's perhaps the only potential in-house candidate because he's one of the only assistants not tied to Eberflus. He coached the defensive line after spending 4 years with the Jets. This feels like a long shot, though, considering he's never been a DC, but it would be interesting. Might be a respect, kind of thing. He'd been around people like him. But hey, you liked him, so maybe he is a serious candidate. It's hard to say. Last year around this time when we first started hearing about Shot, he was like, no, they're just, doing him a solid. This isn't a real candidate, is it? And then the more we found out, the more we liked about it. You also have the former Arizona Cardinals head coach, Jonathan Gannon.
Hold on, before he goes into more details. Can I be real with y'all? I'm real the way I walk, the way I talk, the way I'm real. We all know that Jerry Jones don't like to pay coaches big money. You can call it however you want to call it. For example, Nicholas Sirianni is getting paid $15 million. John Harbaugh said he's not even going to pick up the phone unless you're going to pay him $20 million, right? Hell, Ben Johnson is advertised $13 million. It's a lot of money for a first-time head coach, right? He know his worth. Vrabel, $13.5 million, right? Well, where we going with this, Law? Where we going, twin? Well, Shoddy is getting paid $4.5 million. Now, that's dog food money in the coaching world because, you know, most of these guys getting paid quadruple or double that, right? So now that we're thinking about this, we didn't see Schottenheimer. Nobody was sitting there like, hey, let's go pull Schottenheimer off of the coaching staff and make him the head coach. I have a weird feeling, don't shank me with the butter knife, that Jerry Jones is going LPTA. For all my contractors out there. Y'all know what it is. If you don't know, put it down in the chat. LPTA. And I think that's Jerry Jones' angle. He's going LPTA approach. I want to see one of my contractors put LPTA down there in the chat because I know y'all watching right now. I think that he might go with, hey, you know what? This is money that I'm trying to put the gas in, the helicopter, the helipad, and the yacht and everything. And I might just go LPTA and let people know that I can pick out the doggone players here, man. I'm the GM, man. Why will I pay some young guy all of this coins and money so they can get the credit, So it is for what it is, and it is for what it ain't. But I have a feeling, and I hope I'm 1,000,000% wrong. I hope that I'm 1,000,000% wrong. That all of a sudden,
Oh my goodness!
Jerry Jones gonna go out here and he gonna breaking news: the Cowboys signed Aaron Whitecotton as their new defensive coordinator, a guy that knows the players in-house with the facility, even though they may have had bad things. But keep this in mind, Quentin Williams give him a reigning endorsements, and we're going to bring in Quincy Williams. I don't want that future, but that's tend to be Jerry Jones' angle. Because Ben Johnson, there was a lot, and I'm going to say again, there was a lot of premium candidates that was available last year, and we didn't pick up a single phone call. Yeah, yes, indeed. Look at my guy Mike in there. Lowest price, technically acceptable. That's just what Jerry Jones may do. LPTA. Hey. One of my contractors in here. Lowest price, technically acceptable. He ain't looking at no FAR. He ain't looking at none of that stuff. FAR Part 5, FAR Part 6. He ain't looking at that. No. Jeez. $13 billion football club, and we paying these coaches dog food, man. Hey, I wish I could get some of that dog food, but I'm just saying. Jerry, man, you can get in front of this narrative right now. You said that you would get cramps in your hand writing checks on the Super Bowl or the figure of the Super Bowl if you can pay for it, right? Well, it starts with coaching. Coaching elevates everything, right, on your team. And that's how you get that premium price. Bottom dollar price. Yes, indeed. So yeah. So it is for what it is. Lowest price, technically acceptable. And what's the score is? Houston up 7-6 at half. Woo! Boy, we remember games like that, huh? TX15. Cowboys wish we could hold a team to 6 points at the halftime, boy, shoot, this past season. Oh, my God. Let's listen to the rest of it.
As he's going to have an interview, and Zach Orr was DC with the Ravens, right?
Yes, and he was with Shoddy. They've got crossover from their time in Jacksonville together. So, and of course, DeSoto, North Texas Mean Green legend. The last 2 years, it's been a little bit of a struggle there in Baltimore, but he is very, very well respected, and definitely as a position coach. The other two names, I know Nick Harris threw out the possibility of Chuck Pagano interviewing, which is, look, he's a long-time guy that's had tons of success as a defensive coordinator, was a head coach with Indy from 2012 to 2017. And just
Pagano. Was he there with Flus was there?
Wild, because his last stint as defensive coordinator was with the Bears, and that ended in 2020, and then he was out of the league. He was doing stuff with Pat McAfee until this year.
Who hired him back? Somebody hired him back.
Baltimore. Yeah, so this past year he was.
I don't want no Chuck out here. No. Don't do us like that. Pagano is too close to Patuli, or however you say that guy's name over there in Eagles land. No, don't do us like this, Jerry.
He was the senior defensive assistant secondary coach with the Ravens. So he was out of the league from 2020 to 2025, kind of doing that Phillip Rivers.
Nah. If you've been out of the league that long, you just stay out, man. You just need to stay gone. I can't even pronounce his name now. Look, stay gone. We don't even know your name, dog. No way.
Thing. Like, all right, let's give home ec another shot here. So maybe Pagano, and I know Bobby had mentioned the name. Sean said this morning, Jonathan Cooley, the Panthers secondary or passing game coordinator, and he's got a resume going back with the Rams. He was there for 3 years, was part.
Who he said secondary? The Panthers?
Or that coaching staff that won a Super Bowl there, and then has done excellent work with the Panthers. I mean, we mentioned Mike Jackson during Crosstalk, who was with the Seahawks.
Panthers or Jacksonville?
He's currently with the Panthers.
Oh, my. No. Anytime you mention the Panthers, man, and I'm thinking of that last series, that last drive with them, and I remember this guy. He was complaining about that, and he pretty much.
Man, you gotta see.
Hey, kids, if y'all up right now, cover your ears, man. Cover your ears.
See this shit to believe it. Season on the line. Nobody within 10
this
yards.
This the Panthers' defensive passing game.
Look at this shit. You're 10 yards off of every fucking receiver. You stupid fucks. I mean, look at this. Are you fucking me? You're 7 to 8 yards off of every receiver, and what do you know? He's gonna get 7 yards. This one made me want to fucking kill myself. This guy is fucking 15 yards off of Puka. Are you shitting me? I mean, is this not just fucking haram? And my voice is gone, so I can't scream that much, but this is fucking insane. And what do you know? Maybe if you're 10 yards off every receiver, step in my moonwalk.
No, I don't want that guy.
And fuck you in the ass and end your season.
All I can say is, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I don't want nothing to do with the Panthers defensive passing game coordinator, whatever you call that positioning. No, because if he gonna go give us that's the same thing we've been dealing with all season. We've been dealing with that variations of defense all season. No. So my answer to that is no. It's straight up no. So no.
Oh, with the Panthers.
With the Panthers, yeah. Jonathan Cooley. So
no Jonathan Cooley. I just saw Cooley right there.
Get added to the list.
Cowboys did interview.
So no, Jonathan Cooley. He may have a good name. That Cooley name, is a cool name, but I don't want him over here. Gary says, like, share, and follow. Appreciate you, man, Gary, with the DT. Appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. Any coach from the Carolina, I'll take a pass on, because we still had the Carolinas run for their money. Offensively speaking, it's just our defense couldn't stop a nosebleed. Yes, indeed. You get for what you pay for. You 1,000,000% right, bro. You get exactly what you pay for out of that, you know.
Kevin, the roster does not.
I think Jim Leonard is a great choice. He's a former NFL player. He's a Rex Ryan guy. On top of that, he worked under Will Cox, who's a very well-respected coach within the college ranks.
J.J. Wilcox?
Who's also kind of tied to Aranda. So a lot of these like defensive kind of people who are smart, people that really like what the scheme that they're doing, he's been injected into that. And then obviously with the Vance Joseph and kind of learning that Wade Phillips front structure with all the ways that they can do things in the back end, I think he makes a lot of sense in terms of like looking forward and kind of being a little bit more on the kind of complex side. I think Jim Leonard is a great choice. He's former NFL player. He's a Rex Ryan guy.
All right. And for those who just not tuning in, I get a few of you guys coming in late. That's the troubling news. Reckless driving out of Donovan Ezaraku is going to be smeared all over the globe here in a few. I think First Take, ESPN, 3 and 4 and 3-letter and the 4-letter networks, they got some material. Over under, they're going to mention this tomorrow on their lead, right? Cowboys, hey, did it again. They're going to say that, you know, they're going to lead with this conversation, unfortunately. And Collin County don't really play around with it. Look, you can literally have a whole arrest from another team. Like if he played for the Kansas City Chiefs and he had like a Rashid Rice type of thing, it's going to give you about 30,000 views. This video alone, this right here is 129,000. I seen one post that had over 300,000, over 250,000 views already. So, yeah, it's going to be talked about, man. So, unfortunately, it is for what it is. Everybody that's watching this, and I'm not trying to beat up the kid or what have you. Hope all is well with him. But it's just how it goes with that, you know. Especially it's on this one. You know, I've just pulled up, and boy, did I take a risk, because sometimes when you pull up Twitter, boy, you just never know what you're gonna have out there. But neither here nor there. Back to what Balls Cowboys Sports said. Let me see what these people are saying in the chat and comments. Stop blaming local media. It's just opinions. Folks allowed to have different ones. Jerry's Law, I appreciate you. I have to ask, how in the hell does Jim better? How in the hell does he know Jim is better? What accomplishments that he have proven? So he don't have any accomplishments yet. But shout out to my guy Balls Cowboys Sports on that topic matter here and all of that good stuff. But neither here nor there, Cowboy Nation. On a scale of 1 to 10, how do y'all feel about all of these type of things as it relates to us on this DC search? Is it somebody else that name that we don't know that we need to consider? And I'm telling you right now, if it's bad, then it's bad. If it's good, then it's good. But you got to get in control of it, of your anger. You got to get in control of your finances, right? You got to get in control of things. But one thing that I can tell you that you can be in control of is this right here. Let's talk about control. And first and foremost, I'm talking about control body odor, and that's anywhere. And all you have to do is shop.mando and get $5 off of your starter pack, and that's over 40% with promo code LAW, shopmando.com. Let's go. I use this body wash odor control, full body control with Mando. They have the product here, and they also have deodorant that you apply under the arm for 72 hours of odor control. You want to be in control. And speaking of control, they also have the product that you can apply all over the body, the invisible cream, and it also fights for 72 hours. Look, it's all about being in control. And with Mando, man, they control body odor anywhere. All you have to do is shop.mando, get $5 off your starter pack. That's over 40% with promo code LAW, shopmando.com. Let's go, and let's stay in control of your odor. No doubt, stay in control of your odor. Use Mando everywhere. and it protects up to 72 hours. It's a long time to be in control. Now, a little water, a little fresh water on that, you know, it won't hurt. It won't hurt at all. look, let's not depend too much on Mando, but you can use promo code LAW to get in control of all of those things. But I'm just saying, you know, as a realist, man, I'm just not going to tell y'all to put that Mando over the funk. Put it over some clean, smooth skin and watch what it do for you, Cowboys Nation. Boy, are we good? Yeah, segue law, baby. Oh, I forgot, man. Did I already say it? I don't think I did. But if not, let me get right to it. I want to be able to run these commercials just like Tubi. Just so hold on. I'm not Tubi Law, but we may be on Tubi in the future. Just letting y'all know one way or another.
Sleeper is the #1 fantasy sports app. It pays to know sports. Pick more or less on top players. Your first pick is on us, so start winning now. Play in Texas, Georgia, Minnesota, and 27 more states. Pick anytime across all sports, pregame or live. Over 10 million players are already on Sleeper. Make your picks count. Score up to 1,000 times your cash. Join today. Get up to $100 credit using the code LAW. Call your shot on Sleeper. Download now.
No doubt. Download Sleeper. Use the code LAW. Just use it anywhere possible. You at Walmart. You at Publix. You at the grocery store down the street. Mom and pops and them. The Piggly Wiggly. Just give them the code LAW. That's what my guy used the other night. I'm talking about Donovan Ezaraku. He used LAW. Instead of paying $1,000, he paid $500. So I'm just saying. But neither here nor there. You can utilize the same with Sleeper. When you use the promo code LAW, $20 from me to you is added to your account. On top of that, they will match up to $100, baby. Come on with it. That's a good plan for the man if you want to use it and stand with the greatness of everything. And that is Sleeper. Appreciate all of y'all, man. The #1 fantasy app in the world. Let's do a quick Q&A. Yes, damn, another commercial. Come on, man. I got to put these grandkids through college too, Johnny. Come on, man. I got one more commercial. It is 8:54. I got a little time for a quick Q&A. And like my guy Elbert said, thank God no one was hurt. Yes, it was reporting that he was speeding in Collin County. And we all know, well, we got that heavy foot and you got a little pocket chain, you're going to have you a nice automobile. And Donovan Ezaraku had a nice automobile the last time I saw him. So I'm quite sure he got a nice taste on his automobile selections there. So nobody was hurt. Nobody was violently charged or anything like that. Slow down driving, man. Yeah. Don't hit them curves in the corners. Cowboys, draft time is right around for your mind. And if you have your top 5 guys that you would like to draft, I know we got to do the defensive coordinator first. Like Swayze said, we got to move money around and these sorts of things too. But can we get a known commodity from the free agency so we go in this draft, we're not going shopping on an empty stomach? That was my battle cry last year. You don't want to go shopping on an empty stomach. Well, why go drafting on an empty stomach? That's what the free agency all supposed to do. Being able to have something on your belly so you won't be looking at it like this. Ooh, I like to get that. Ooh, I like to go get this. Oh, I just need to go get that right there. And that's how you get your Mozzies. No offense to you, Mozzie, but that's how you order some tacos. No offense to your tacos. And that's how you end up drafting Tyler Guyton, because you going in there on an empty stomach. I think that the Cowboys pretty much is one off season away from being a dynamic team and doing some crazy good things, but they got to do the small things properly. And don't waste and play around with your food collectively is what I'm getting at. Cowboys, how do y'all feel about that? Because that's something that we've all been talking about collectively here on Law Nation Sports, is that you don't want to shop. You don't want to go into this thing on an empty stomach. And if I pull up this right here, the Tankathon, where we've been looking at for the last 3 months now, since we've been pretty much talking about the season being over with in the last 3 months, There were people waving the white flag in September. Believe it or not. Yes, indeed. When we pull this up right here, this Tankathon, and for those who need to have access to Tankathon, here's the website right here. I like Tyler Guyton. Yeah. Ace Boogie. Nothing wrong with Tyler Guyton. He just playing on the left side. Need to go to the right side. Tacos, Mozzies. And I'm not going to leave out Schoonmaker and them. Shoot. Right? I know some people right now will kick Schoonmaker clean off the bridge to go get a Kyle Pitts right now. Yeah. So here's the draft order right here. We got the 12th pick and as well as the 20th pick. And let's see what far as who they have us drafting. With the first pick of the NFL draft, the Raiders select Fernando Mendoza. Dante Moore goes right behind him. Reese goes in third. Reuben Bain Jr. goes in fourth. Carnell Tate goes in fifth. Jordan Tyson, bad mama jamma there, boy. He goes with the sixth. Caleb Downs, Lord, what they need some protection. They got a skinny leg quarterback. They don't need to draft Caleb Downs this early. Watch, the Washington team is going to end up moving off of this pick because I don't foresee them needing a safety as much as they need protection on the skinny leg quarterback. You know, I'm just saying JD5 needs some protection or they need some other stuff. Maybe they need a running back to help them out. Well, they already got a running back. They got a running back. They're going to need some protection. Protect that brother. Jeremiah Love going to Kellen Moore. See, I already know that this is not going to happen. This is not going to happen. Kellen Moore don't run the doggone ball. They got Kellen Moore is not going to run the ball. So I already know Jeremiah Love ain't going with the 8. You got Spencer Fano going to the Chiefs. Yeah, they re-solidifying that offensive line. David Bailey going to the Cincinnati. I thought Cincinnati need O-line, but I guess they're trying to replace the Trey Hendrickson's there. Francis going to Miami. I think Miami going to draft another quarterback. They may be in the primes of going to go grab, dare I say, a quarterback. They may move up. I'm hearing that they are tired of Tua Tonga, how you say, Viola Davis. They tired of him. So they're going to move on for him, in my opinion. Captain Salty says, I don't want Pitts. Are you lying to me? Are you lying to me, Captain Salty? Are you lying to me, Captain Salty? You saying it?
Are you shitting me? Are you shitting me?
Yeah. Who was at Philly? Who was at Philly? Who was at Philly, Future Vision? Who was at Philly? He was at Philly. Who you talking about? Tyler Guyton? Bring me Kyle Pitts, though. Yeah, give me him. Oh. Moore. You talking about Kellen Moore? Yeah. Span gonna be nice. Yeah. Ooh, Span would be nicer. Kyle Pitts and Span. Ooh, let's go back to y'all threw me off when you said he was at Philly. Like, who's at Philly? All right. Man. Keldrick Falk. Let's pull up Keldrick Falk. In 2023, he had 1 sack, 3 tackles for loss, 21 solos, 1 PD. In 2024, he had 7 sacks. That was a good season. But what I don't like is, did they have a new DC over there? Did they have Matt Eberflus Jr. over there? Because he only had 2 sacks last season. He had a forced fumble recovery. But he didn't force the fumble recovery, I meant to say. And he had 23 solos. That's what 6'6", 270. Looking at Donovan as a Raku now, that'd probably be the play. who want Falk? Now, if you can give me prime Marshall Falk, I would take that. And if you can give me mid Kelvin Falk, I'll take him, match him up with who remember Kelvin Falk. But shoot, Marshall Falk would be nice. If I go in time machine and get Marshall Falk, yeah, I like that. But Keldrick Falk, is this his son? Where my Auburn fans at? And that would be such a Cowboys move. We fool around and get Keldrick Falk, and then the next pick it goes something like, with the 13th pick of the NFL draft, the LA Rams select Mansour Delane. Boy, we'll lose our mind over here, man. Boy, we'll lose our mind. All right, Peter Woods goes to the Ravens. Sonny Styles goes to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. That would be crazy. And then Micaiah Lemon goes to the USC. From the USC goes to the Jets. Jamad McCoy goes to the Lions. Terrell goes to the Vikings. Keon Sadiq goes to the Panthers. And then we get a offensive lineman, 6'7", 366 pounds. I have to look at his tape, but Roll Tide, I don't know, man. You know, boy, I can see some tables flipping over. I can see some furniture being moved. But he will be like a he'd be like a Tyron Smith type. Drafting this kid at 20. He's 6'7". Stroud turned the ball over again. Oh Lord. It's crazy. Let me get back to football, man. But man, that's who they got us going with is Caden Proctor. The only Proctor I know is off of the Power series, and they was we had an offensive lineman back in the day, Corey Proctor. Who remember him? Yeah, so I don't know, man. It'll be crazy if the Cowboys do manage to do that, and it'll be a situation, a scenario that a third of us, and then they got us going with Zaire Hill, a Michigan guy. I can see some furniture being moved all around the room. And I know Zaire Hill, he'd probably be good. I don't know. I have to look at his tape. But by him just being from Michigan, y'all move some furniture around. Oh, man, y'all move some furniture around. That's all the topics that we have for tonight, man. I appreciate y'all. Let's do one more of these right here. If you're driving through Dallas and you're speeding, but you managed to not hit someone, but someone managed to hit you, and it's their fault, I know dual negligence is a real thing, but it's end up being their fault, and you got all of the paperwork and the right conversations with the right people. Let me just tell you what you need to do.
It starts from the first phone call. Most of the time, you're going to talk to Gene Burkett, a 30-year partner. You're not going to talk to some employee that just got put on the phones that day.
There are things that are so crucial, especially if it's a cataclysmic event, to have our experts get out and look at the vehicle, witness statements, photos, the whole thing.
Call Frenkel first.
Chosen by the people, feared by the insurance companies. Call Frenkel first.
No doubt. That's 214-817 every 3 that you can dial. Frenkel Personal Injury Lawyers, backed by a combine of 100 years of experiences. Be sure to reach out to our proud partners, Frenkel Personal Injury Lawyers. They will take great care of you, not advantages of you like those insurance companies. And when you think about it, if you can't dial that number, just hit up your boy, Law Nation. We'll figure out a way, right? The way will be just visit frankelfirm.com. Cowboys, man, hate to run off on you guys, but that was the news of the hour. My guy, Donovan Ezraku, who we fed over 800 people during Thanksgiving Day, has been arrested. He's out on bond or bail or what have you, bonded out with $500. I don't know what's going to be the resolutions here and these sorts of things as far as fines, but we will keep you guys informed and in tuned of all of the things that's going on. Mark Frenkel. I can't read the rest of it. Come on, Johnny.
Yeah, on paper.
Come on. What's wrong with you, man?
What's your point? What's your point? Okay, so what?
Johnny! Ladies and gentlemen, if you guys been entertained today or tonight, I really appreciate y'all.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
I will deliver you guys some better news down the stretch. I'm working on some film of some college players now. But that draft is what could happen far as the tankathon. You know, I always say these type of things.
Well, what I'm saying is that there are known knowns and that there are known unknowns, but there's also unknown unknowns. Things we don't know that we don't know.
And we just don't know. Albert, we don't know. I just need one more team to lose in the postseason, and I'll be okay. I can probably sleep good at night. And that one team is the San Francisco 49ers. I can't stand them. I need for them to lose so I can have my psyche together. And, of course, I need the Steelers to lose, too. I can't stand the Steelers. Steelers, y'all better lose tonight so I can sleep good at night. I don't want the ghost of Aaron Rodgers to still be playing around with us. Yeah. Johnny says, I'm glad to hear you, Law. Make the off season better. I'm going to try, man. I'm going to try. Every now and then we get people to say, well, Law, real Cowboy fans would do this. Real Cowboy fans would do that. I'm real. I'm passionate. Oh, and by the way, if you're on the tick to the talk, you don't stop. For some reason I can't see your comments, but I'm glad that you guys are live with me. But follow along with me. Let's help elevate and grow the nation one way or another. That prize fighter is who we are, Cowboys. For those who don't know, they talk about 30 years, 30 seasons. That we've been in shambles. We haven't won anything. Damn it, it could be 60 years, 60 seasons. We still gonna bleed silver and blue, baby. We ain't jumping ship. I just know we gonna win before that time frame. I declare and I decree it. And if you want a thing bad enough to go out there and fight for it, to work day and night, to give up your time, your peace, and your sleep, if all of your desires of it makes you quite mad that you don't get tired, and it makes you hold everything tawdry and cheap, if life itself seems empty and useless without it, and all that you scheme and dream is about it, if you'll gladly go out there and sweat forward, fret forward, or plan to lose all terror of your mind, if you would simply, just simply go after the things you want with all of your capacity, strength, sagacity, with faith, hope, confidence, and stern pertinacity. If neither cold or the poverty or the famish of fame or the sickness of body or brain turn you away from the things you want, if dogged and grim and besiege and beset. Johnny says 30 years of Jerry in the big house. That's what DC for life stands for too, by the way. What cell block you in? Shoot. I'm in cell block 84 or something, 83, 82. We in these cell blocks. We locked up. They ain't letting us out. Throw away the key, because we locked in, baby. We ain't going nowhere. There will be other fan bases that will ridicule us and spit upon us, sully our names, and say we delusional. Well, I'd rather be a delusional Cowboy fan than a 49er fan, than an Eagle fan, Packer fan, or a Steeler. So you agree with me, put 3 in the chat. That's been my time, Cowboy Nation. I really thank you all for yours. And remember, you're listening to nothing but the best. Let's go. Let's get it. That's been my time. For life. Put 3 of them in there, man.
Tell them run it up.
Thought of it as a Rocco. We got you if you were still locked in. We'll put some monies on your books, man. Come on, baby. Appreciate you, Albert. The baddest, and I mean just that, the baddest podcast in history. Appreciate you. Law. Nation. Tell them. Yeah. It's time to roll those ribs.
I love my fans, don't need no friends, I got my homies.
Come on.
Thought I could trust you, I find out you tried to zone me.
All right.
I'm number 1 up on that court, I'm Nick McGrady.
All right, come on.
First one in, the last one out, can't call me lazy. Put in my hours, send the invoice and they pay me. I need 6 rings like MJ.
Come on, baby.
I wake up,
Law.
thumb down that check, no drip this. Tell them run it up, no sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck, but first I
stretch.
Tell them run it up. I wake up, flex, thumb down that check, no drip this. Tell them run it up, no sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck, but first I stretch. Tell them run it up. Y'all gon' make me take that trip way out
to the couch.
I call up Niger, he'll come through in a hurry. Those London boys don't come to play, you should get worried. One false move, find yourself, they getting buried.
Come on.
Dance with the devil, used to love playing those games.
Yeah.
Made some bad decisions that brought my mama pain. I made a promise to her, swore that I would change. I'm on the come up,
where my credits at?
To my name.
Yeah.
I wake up,
Law.
down that
Nation.
No drip this.
Tell them.
Run it up. No sleep, no
There we go. Thou should decree a thing, and it shall be established. Shout out to you, Sway. Swayze, you a real one, man. Appreciate you, man. In the words of Uncle Charles, man.
Sacrifice, don't give up the fight.
Come on, Ezra Raku.
Be all right on any given Sunday, yeah. Depend on you.
If you win or lose,
you know you got to pay some dues to live on Monday, yeah.
Until next time, man. DC for life. Peace, man. You said peace, man. Tell y'all one thing or another. There's always something around the corner. Salute. Peace.